and welcome to Porthole. I'm Steve Milne, and in today's programme we're taking you on a journey of discovery to the capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. It's a modern city, yet is still enriched in history. With its year-round sunshine, its stunning beaches and golden sand dunes, it's not hard to see why it's such a popular port of call. And here to tell us more about it is Nabeel Zarouni. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, the cruise liners going to the city is becoming very important, isn't it?
The cruise sector is very important to Abu Dhabi and is rapidly growing. Since 2006, when the first cruise ship sailed to Abu Dhabi sought to establish itself as a world-leading winter sun cruise destination. And Abu Dhabi took great strides in achieving its goal by the development of the brand new state-of-the-art Abu Dhabi cruise terminal. And MSC Cruises was the first cruise line to home port in Abu Dhabi in 2015 and 16 winter season. Between December and March. It had its ship MSC Musica during that period for 16 weeks, starting from Abu Dhabi and going around the Arabian Gulf. Following that, Celebrity Cruises will be home porting in Abu Dhabi this coming winter season. It is going to use its ship Celebrity Constellation from November 2016 to January 2017, where they will offer between 9 and 15 nights cruises. Of course, having these cruise lines choose Abu Dhabi as their home port destination raises the profile of Abu Dhabi, but it also offers the opportunity for cruise passengers for pre and post stays. So some passengers might not have thought of going to Abu Dhabi, and of course they will enjoy the beautiful beaches, hotels, restaurants.
You were saying before, it's quite a new port, isn't it? It's quite, and lots of new buildings are always there. It seems to be extremely high tech. When people arrive, what can they expect from the port? Yeah,
when they arrive in the port, basically it's located in the Zayed port. It is 7,000 square meters in size. The passenger hall can hold up to 5,000 passengers. In terms of the facilities, there are 24 hours immigration and customs, banking facilities, shops, restaurants, kids play area, complimentary Wi-Fi, and even a bus and taxi stand. Etihad Airways also have their check-in facility, so cruise passengers can check into their flight and even drop off their luggage, similar to what they would do in the airport.
Sounds to me like everything's been thought of. It sounds to me like it's going to be an easy and a very fluid way of getting through. How easy is it to get from the port into the city centre?
Well, it takes approximately 30 to 40 minutes to drive from the airport to the port. And of course, once you arrive to the port, one side you will see Saadiyat Island, which is home to our finest beach. You have a Saadiyat beach club as well, a golf club as well, 2 beachfront resorts, St. Regis Park, Hayat. And on the other side, you'll see the Corniche, which follows the coast of Abu Dhabi city. There you'll find public beaches, pathways for pedestrians and cycling pathways as well, restaurants, cafes, as well as several hotels along the Corniche, such as the iconic Emirates Palace, Jumeirah Etihad Towers, St. Regis Abu Dhabi, Hilton Abu Dhabi, and other key sites in Abu Dhabi is the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, which is approximately 30 or 40 minutes drive from the port. And Yas Island, our entertainment island, is around 20 to 30 minutes drive, which is home to our Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, which is the largest indoor theme park. Yas Water World, the largest water park, or one of the largest water parks in the region. Yas Mall, the largest mall in Abu Dhabi, and the Yas Marina Circuit, which is home to the Formula 1 Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
In regards to weather, obviously it's going to be warm, right? And is that all year round?
Yeah, it's nearly year-round sunshine, and we have great weathers between October and April, where the temperatures are between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. So the British traveller who wants to get away of the cold winters, I would definitely suggest them for an Arabian Gulf cruise or even a holiday to Abu Dhabi.
What kind of food can people expect? What type of cuisine?
There's lots of dining options available for different tastes and budgets. If I had to recommend a restaurant, then Mizlai at Emirates Palace is the Emirati fine dining restaurant. Just opposite is Jumeirah Etihad Towers. You have Pearls by Michael Caine, which is the first restaurant outside the UK that the British Michelin star chef has opened.
Fantastic. I mean, there's a lot to do. We've mentioned there's golf, and I've always wondered, how do they keep the grass is so green all year round and it's so hot? There must be a lot of water to keep them green. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Abu Dhabi has 3 championship golf courses. Of course, the Abu Dhabi Golf Cup, where the Abu Dhabi HSBC Golf Championship is hosted. You have Yas Links, which is the only Arabia Links course, and the Saadiyat Golf Club as well. If
people have got a lot of time, there's a lot of activities. If there's not a lot of time, if they've only got a short stay, what's the 1 or 2 things you recommend that they definitely should do?
I would definitely recommend them to go to the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. It has been ranked 4th with TripAdvisor's top 25 landmarks.
Wow.
It can hold more than 40,000 worshippers, has 82 domes, more than 1,000 columns, and the largest handmade carpet. And the mosque is open for visitors.
Anyone's welcome?
And everyone's welcome. Yeah. They offer complimentary tours. I would also recommend visitors to head out to the desert. For example, Celebrity Cruises will be offering a half-day desert safari, which is part of the Ben Fogel adventure program. So this includes 4x4 desert dune bashing, sandboarding, camel trekking, and torch-lit desert barbecue.
That's incredible. Is that how long does it take to do it? Half a day, did you say?
It's a half-a-day desert safari, and if people just want to relax, then they can head out to one of our beautiful beaches and along the Corniche, Yas Beach, or Saadiyat Beach, which has recently won the award of Middle East's leading beach destination at the World Travel Awards.
And whereabouts would you recommend people should stay if they're going to be staying for a few days?
Well, Abu Dhabi has some of the most luxurious and record-breaking hotels at affordable prices. I know the British travelers like beach holidays, so I would definitely recommend beach resorts. For example, on Saadiyat Island, there are 2 beachfront resorts, St. Regis and Park Hyatt. Beach properties also along the Corniche, such as Emirates Palace, St. Regis Abu Dhabi, Hilton Abu Dhabi. And for something different, Yas Viceroy is the only hotel to straddle along the Formula 1 circuit on Yas Island, and other luxurious hotels you can find along the Grand Canal, such as the Ritz-Carlton Abu Dhabi, the Fairmont Bab al Bahar, and Shangri-La Abu Dhabi. For something different, going away from the city, I would definitely recommend Anantara Qasr Sarab, which is a hotel in the middle of the desert where you can enjoy the desert activities, whether it was 4x4, desert dune bashing, sandboarding, camel trekking, and falconry. So
obviously, there's a lot of luxury to be expected. Obviously, is it expensive to stay in these places, and is it expensive to do these activities as well?
It is really affordable, and the cruise lines have great packages, of course. Celebrity Cruise is coming this winter season, and the summer period is usually a low season, so you get really good deals during the summer period.
And there's lots of activities for everyone that wants to do 4x4s in the desert or by the beach. You can relax as well, and it's hopefully something for everyone's taste and budget as well, which sounds good.
Definitely.
Do you need a visa to come in when you arrive?
Well, British travellers get a visa upon arrival for 30 days, which can also be extended for another 30 days. But people from other nationalities, I would recommend them to check with the UAE embassy, or in some cases the hotel, the tour operator, the cruise line, or the airline might be able to assist as well.
What about languages? Is it English speaking or?
Yeah, Arabic is the main language, but English is very widely spoken, and it will be easy to get around, and the language shouldn't be a barrier for traveling to Abu Dhabi.
Absolutely. When you're traveling, you've got to just expect to see what you can get by with, and just go with the locals if you can, so to speak.
Definitely.
What about shopping? Tell me about what shopping is available.
Yeah, there are lots of shopping opportunities in Abu Dhabi, whether it was going to the souks or the markets. You can go and purchase the traditional souvenirs. Yas Mall is the largest mall in Abu Dhabi, where you can find all the international brands. You can find even high-end brands in the Galleria Mall, so there's something for everyone.
And what about taxes? Is there a shopping tax?
It's tax-free, actually, Abu Dhabi, so that's a great incentive for people to shop in.
What's the situation with drinking alcohol? Is that allowed?
Yes, it is. Most of the hotels are licensed and offer alcohol beverages in the hotel restaurants and bars. In some cases, events are licensed in Abu Dhabi as well, in terms of serving alcohol. So, yes, it is available in Abu Dhabi.
Because I know that some of the Brits like to have a drink sometimes, don't they? So they know they can have a drink if they want. Would you say that it's family friendly? Would it be good for the kids as well?
It would be a perfect destination for the kids, especially Yas Island, which is our entertainment island. There you will find Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, which is the largest indoor theme park with the fastest roller coaster in the world. Yas Water World, which is one of the largest water parks in the region. You have the mall. You even have the Yas Marina Circuit, which is home to the Formula One Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. There you can even tour, you can cycle, you can even drive along the circuit. So,
wow, you can see it all.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, listen, well, stay with us. We'll be discovering more about what Abu Dhabi has to offer in just a few moments' time. Welcome back to Porthole, the programme where we delve into the heart of the most popular cruise ports. And today we're getting a taste for Abu Dhabi. Nabeel Zarouni is still with me, and we're talking about what you can do. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to see, and I'd like to ask a bit more about the culture, because obviously that's quite different to what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I think the culture differentiates Abu Dhabi with different destinations. So visitors can, for example, get to know about our culture by experiencing the different offerings in Abu Dhabi, whether it was, for example, Abu Dhabi Pearl experience, to learn about the pearl diving history, where a visitor will go on a traditional dhow in the mangroves in the city. Visitors can also learn about the history of falconry by visiting the Abu Dhabi Falcon Hospital, which is the largest of its kind in the world. Visitors can also get to understand the traditions of the desert through uncovering age-old pursuits like camel trekking or falconry. So
with the pearl diving, can you literally find out how they culture the pearls, or what's the experience?
They go into basically first you go on the traditional dhow vessel, and then you'll go along the mangroves, and the pearl diver will explain to you the process and actually show you an actual pearl on the while you are on the tour. So it's a great way to understand how people used to live in the past, and of course this was part of our culture and history. And
in regards to, obviously, ladies wear the veils, and there's no restrictions to clothing. And when you're on holiday you can wear? Not
at all. I think the only restriction would be having your beach clothes on the beach and by the pool, and that's the only thing I can say.
There's obviously a lot of different excursions you can do once the boat's docked. What is it, the Ferrari World that we were talking is available? What happens with that?
Ferrari World is actually the largest indoor theme park in the world.
That sounds great.
It has the fastest roller coaster in the world, and they've recently introduced a new ride, Flying Aces, which has the tallest loop in the world.
How many loops?
I'm not 100% sure, but it is the
if you like that thing. I think you either love it or you don't. You know what I mean? That's maybe good for the kids or whatever, or the older kids to go on. That sound one of the fastest in the world.
One of the fastest in the world, going up to 240 kilometers per hour.
So, incredible. Now, we talked earlier a little bit about what happens when you go out into the desert. Can you tell me more about what to expect on one of those excursions? Because that must be a great experience. Yeah, it's
definitely a great experience, something different for the visitors. There's the option to go on a 4x4 desert dune bashing experience, sandboarding, having dinner in the desert, and learning about the culture and history of.
You can actually sandboard down
from the dunes, and you can ride on a camel, so really get the Arabian experience.
And then also, did you say you have a barbecue in the evening or food?
And a barbecue in the evening as well to end the day. Yeah.
Obviously extremely hot during the day, but when the sun sets, it's going to be quite cool as well.
Actually, it depends what time of year in Abu Dhabi. If it's in the winter, which is of course between December or November and February, then you have really cool weather during the day, and even of course cooler during the evening. But I would say you get great weather in Abu Dhabi between October to April, May, and of course it gets warm during the summer. But the best thing about Abu Dhabi, of course, is the nearly year-round sunshine.
All year round, which is why people love going there. When's the peak season? When's the busiest time?
The peak season will be the winter time. So, and the low season is the summer, when it gets quite hot. But still, you get really good deals from the airlines and the hotels. So that would attract, of course, visitors from all over the world to come and visit Abu Dhabi.
Well, it's growing so quickly, isn't it? I mean, it's happened a lot, and it's very modern. We touched on when the cruise lines arrive, the ports are quite new.
Yes, the port just opened in December 2015. It's a brand new port. We are happy that MSC Cruises and Celebrity Cruises has chosen Abu Dhabi as their home port, and we are definitely looking to expand in the cruise sector.
A lot of cruises will start in Abu Dhabi. Whereabouts do they go? Whereabouts do the cruises go?
Yeah, some, for example, celebrity cruises that is coming this winter season. It will offer cruises between 9 and 15 nights, and it will call on ports at the Arabian Gulf and the Indian Ocean as well.
I think you associate luxury, as we talked, in regards to the hotels. What type of pampering is up for grabs? Is it a place to get looked after and spa treatments, and is it something you can expect in the hotels?
Yes, most of the hotels will have the spa facilities. You have some, of course, will have beautiful beach facilities as well. Lots of dining options, and of course Abu Dhabi is easy to get from one place to the other, so even if you're located whether on Yas Island, Saadiyat Island or the Corniche, it's easy to get from one place.
How do you get around? Is it just taxis? Or?
Yeah, currently taxis is the easiest way, and it's very affordable and cheap to get from one place to the other. Yeah.
I guess if you want to experience something that has a lot of luxury, as we talked about, but affordable luxury, it sounds to me like you can really enjoy fantastic hotels, and you can obviously have a bit of a luxurious holiday, but it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yes, definitely. Summer season is the best time of year to get the great deals from the hotels, attractions, and even the airline. Cruise lines, of course, sometimes have their special deals as well. Depending on the cruise, of course, and I believe Abu Dhabi is an affordable destination. Yeah.
Are the locals happy to have all the tourists come in?
Yes, we are very happy to have the tourists. We are very proud to share our culture, and we really embrace the moment when they are there, and sharing our cultural offerings, and at the end of the day, we really hope that they will get a memorable experience and come back again in the future.
How long do you think you need to experience everything properly? How long do you think you need?
I think you would need more than a week, to be honest. Abu Dhabi is not only about Abu Dhabi city. It's you have different regions within the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. You have the western region and the eastern region. The western region, you have, for example, the Anantara Qas al-Sarab desert resort. It's a beautiful resort in the empty quarters, and you could spend easily a few days there. In the eastern region, which is our heritage heartland, the oasis city of Al Ain, which is 90 minutes drive from Abu Dhabi city. There you will find the forts, the palaces, and UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So you could easily spend a few days there as well.
Well, I was going to say, what if you want to do something a little bit different? You know, off the beaten track. You don't want to do what maybe the beaches sound fantastic and the hotels and the shopping, but if there's something a little bit different, what would you recommend?
I would definitely then recommend Al Ain city, which is 90 minutes drive from Abu Dhabi city, and there you will really experience the true culture of Abu Dhabi. There you will find the forts, the museums, for example, the camel markets, one of the last remaining camel markets.
What happens in those markets?
And you can still see them, how they used to trade in the past. There are also several UNESCO heritage sites there in Al Ain. So to really get a cultural experience, then Al Ain is the place to visit.
What can you buy from these markets that you just can't get anywhere else? What would you have to get?
Well, I would the traditional souvenirs. You can buy, for example, dates, Arabic coffee, some Arabic perfumes as well, so, which is quite different. So those are some of the gifts that I would recommend to take back home.
What currency do you use when you're there?
It's dirhams, and it's pegged with the US dollar. So.
And obviously, can you spend US dollars or?
No, not dirhams, but most of the shops would, of course, accept credit cards
and cards as well.
Yeah.
And you can obviously do this about an hour and a half. Did you say it was a 90 minutes drive?
It's 90 minutes drive, but you can easily spend a few days in Al Ain as well. The western region, again, you can spend a few days. And Abu Dhabi city, there's lots to do there, so you can easily spend a week or two in Abu Dhabi.
Am I right in saying that the weekend is Friday, Saturday?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
so I guess if you're wanting to plan a few days or a few nights out, Friday, Saturday is to take into account, is that right?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday is of course when all the residents and whether locals or expats enjoy their free time, and
so Sundays are working days, right?
Sunday's a working day.
Okay, so that's unusual, but I guess you have to get used to that. What's the nightlife like? What's it like in the evening?
Yeah, nightlife is Abu Dhabi hosts, for example, concerts throughout the year. Most of the nightlife or bars are in the Abu Dhabi hotels. There's popular night spot actually on Yas Island called The One. So it is there. And
when the people arrive, there's obviously a lot of different things to do. And in regards to availability, there's a lot of cruise liners that are coming in there. Is it a majority of cruise liners that are arriving?
Well, the cruise season in Abu Dhabi is between October to May, and most of the cruise ships will come to Abu Dhabi between December and March, which is actually the best time to be in Abu Dhabi, where you have great weather in terms of temperature being between 20 to 30 degrees. Most of the cruise lines will choose Abu Dhabi as a winter sun cruise destination.
I think it's the perfect chance for those from the UK to avoid the weather when it's horrible and cold here, and to go somewhere warm and sunny, and obviously get a fantastic sunshine every day. It's almost guaranteed sun, am I right?
It's nearly around sunshine. We very rarely get the rain, but you know, unfortunately, sometimes you get it. But most of the year, it's sunny in Abu Dhabi.
Also, I guess you could go there with your family as well as just going with friends, or you know, it's something for everyone's taste and budget of all ages. It's not just for the kids. It's not just for the parents. I think anyone could go from any age. Is that right?
Yes. The best thing about Abu Dhabi is that we have something for everyone. Families, I would recommend them to go to Yas Island. We have lots of shopping malls, markets and souks. Golfers can tee off one of the 3 championship golf courses, and also
can anyone go to the golf club? Anyone who wants to play golf, they can just arrive and just.
Yes. The only comment I might have is that it might be busier during the weekends because of the residents being members of these golf clubs, but other days should be fine to just drop in and play a round of golf.
And there's lots of air conditioning, I'm sure, to keep you cool as well, because I know it's going to be very, very warm. But the shopping centres, they're huge, aren't they? These malls have got all the shops you'd expect. I mean, a lot of the shops you see over here in the UK, a lot of them are over there as well, aren't they?
Yes, definitely. And that's the great thing about Abu Dhabi, and that's why we believe it's a year-round destination. There's lots of activities that can be done indoors, whether, as you mentioned, visiting the malls. Yas Mall is the largest mall in Abu Dhabi. And for example, the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque is also part of it is indoors. Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, which is the largest indoor theme park. So
yeah, sounds great.
People can enjoy their time even when the weather is quite warm in Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you to you for watching. I'll see you again next time as we look through the porthole. Take care.